people on here. But I like to say that I'm the main host just because I'm like that.
The original cast really has expanded from our original idea of, just be the three of us. And now, like, gosh, Tom and Alicia have almost been on as much as I have.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So Francisco, Adrian, Tom, Alicia, Sophia. So I'm also the brand marketing manager at Congregate. So, heh. And then we also have our other co-host, Adrian.
Hey, it's me, that one CM, here playing some Firestone.
And I finally remembered his name. It only took a year of live streaming.
It has been a year, y'all. We needed to check the exact date, but it's been a year.
We should check the exact date of when is actually 1 year of.
We just know that it's
live streams.
We just know that it's 2 weeks after Valentine's Day. That's all we can really remember.
And we have our guest, who's one of the developers at Holyday Studios. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Vlad from Holyday Studios. That's about it.
Perfect.
A returning guest.
Yeah,
a returning guest. We had a stream on Halloween, as we recalled just now. I don't know. I'm not too big on the titles. But since you flushed the colors, I'm the director for game design at Holyday Studios. So yeah.
Oh, no big deal. No big deal. Having director in your title, no big deal at all.
I'm just gonna start calling myself the director of live streams.
You should do it because that's what I do, actually.
Can I just be the director of making Sophia's job more difficult? Because that's kind of what I do.
I am completely okay with that.
I've slotted out 6 hours a week now just to get in your way.
Thank you.
Should I get my game shared?
Yeah, start showing your game.
Yeah.
I'll start giving some updates about Congregate and all the things. So, the people at Holyday Studios, thank you, Vlad, decided that they were going to help us out with a giveaway. So it's going to be a little bit different than normal. So what you're getting is 2,000 free gems, which are the in-game gems of Firestone specifically. And so if you have an in-game ID for Firestone, that's what you'll need to give us. So in order to give you the gems, we need your in-game ID for Firestone Idle RPG, which you can find in the character menu.
If Adrian just clicks his avatar in the left corner, so this is,
there you go.
That's the one.
There's
this is
your
me
ID.
Doing my Vanna White impression. I can't point to the screen, but just imagine that I did.
So there you go.
No.
That's how you win the gems. If you have any questions about how you win gems, please feel free to ask. We will explain it again. We'll show you where to find your in-game ID again, because we want to make sure you get those gems. All you have to do is chat with us in the YouTube chat. We're live streaming from a few different places: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter.
MySpace.
Okay, not MySpace.
Photo Bucket.
No. But if you're watching on any of those other platforms, YouTube is the place to go to chat with us, where we can roll to see if you win some in-game Firestone gems. Give us your.
I'm so excited, y'all! I couldn't roll for Krez this week, but I can roll for gems, which feels great.
It does. Thank you so much for bringing the gems. Everyone's so grateful. Let's see what else. We have a new Who's That Companion that we're going to show at the end of the stream. We also have some new games on Congregate.com. We have Angry Warlord.
Ooh, what's that about?
Yes. It also, Angry Warlord, and then the subtitle is The Rhino Guardians, because you ride a rhino to defeat your enemy. I am obsessed with.
I haven't played this one yet. I've seen the title. I haven't played it yet. That sounds awesome.
There's rhinos. Is
that all you need?
Yeah. That's all you need.
Rhinoceroses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rhinoceri.
That can't possibly be right.
I don't know. And then we have
I believe it's actually
Ad Fundum.
right.
Oh no!
Really?
Don't tell her that. I'll never hear the end of it.
What do we say? Sophia's always right.
No, we don't. We never. In fact, I've never heard that phrase in my life.
Okay, neither have I. To be honest. Sophia's like maybe right 43% of the time, maybe. That's on a good day.
Getting closer.
We have a new game called Ad Fundum.
That one is really cool. I have played a bit of that.
Yes, I believe I saw you in the work Slack saying, "Oh my God, I love the art." OMG,
It's really,
Ad Fundum's
really
art.
nice art. It's like, I just wasn't expecting that. It's kind of like a nice, like, it's that kind of like more modern pixel art where like it's way more than 16-bit or 32-bit. There's lots of bits going on, but it's this cool like diesel punk setting, and I like diesel punk.
Yes.
I don't think there's enough diesel punk in this world.
Yes, thank you for describing it.
You get to
I
play
was about
a
to
mech
give a
that does
little-
mining. It's awesome.
I was about to describe it, and then I was like, oh no. So the next one is, okay, I apologize ahead of time if I get the pronunciation wrong. Adrian will correct me.
Oh yeah, I will. I know which one
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Kana Saito Defense.
I believe it'd be kind of Saito.
Kana Saito.
Yep.
Kana Saito Defense, which is a tower defense game, which helps you learn kana.
Which
So,
are
Japanese.
It's-
Adrian has been teaching me a lot more about Japanese lately. There's like 2 different writing languages, and I
Mhm.
think this game shows you both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of like the closest equivalent would be like their alphabet. However, it's not an alphabet because it's phonetical, not
Yeah.
characters.
Yes. Boom.
Hey, I can't live in the country for 9 years and not learn a thing or two about the language. That'd be way too American of me.
Oh, come on. It's fun. It's completely fine to be a little bit educational in this thing.
Well, I'm trying to I'm trying to use the game so I can learn Japanese and have secret conversations with Adrian.
Oh, that would be fun.
Right. And I'm also listening to a new podcast to help me learn Spanish so that I can speak Spanish secretly with my Chilean coworkers as well.
Are you just going to create like a secret little spy network in the company that just uses all these different languages? Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Sophia, secret spy master of Congregate.
Exactly. Thank you. All right. And then one more thing. This is a little teaser for later during the live stream. But Vlad has a few behind the scenes things that he's going to share with us on Firestone, which is like really exciting. I think this is the first time we've had like
I think it is.
legit behind the scenes stuff to show you guys. So we're gonna show that a little bit later. So make sure you
So excited.
All right. So what's going on in this game?
I hadn't played in a bit. I was right before a boss fight. I did manage to beat that boss with some upgrades. I don't think I have the DPS to get through this one though, so I'm gonna have to go back and find some ways to level up my gear.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, that was a fail.
First question. Someone asked Vlad, are you Vlad the vampire? What?
No,
you guys. You can't ask that.
Yes, I do appear only after dark, and there is no reflection in the window behind, but no.
If you're referencing Vlad the Vampire from Magicka, you can't ask questions like that, because Vlad was obviously not a vampire, guys. He said it the entire way through that storyline.
Wow, I can't believe I would then. Another question that we have, and this was going to be relevant because, we're doing the gyms giveaway. what are gems? How can we use gems in game?
There are plenty of, let's say, applications, because gems are your, like it's called in the industry, the hard currency, the one that you can either get through some means in the game or just buy and then use, nothing too fancy. Nevertheless, we're
Banner waiting in the background.
Oh, come on. We've always been way too generous with the giveaways. I don't mean this particular stream, but rather in game, this what is called hard currency. It's not too hard to get.
It's not too
So the best applications would be just spend it to buy some things that otherwise you would have to put out your wallet for. Battle Pass. You actually get enough gems if you play Firestone as it should be played. I mean, daily, not like Adrian plays it. So you will get enough to cover your basic needs, like to buy Battle Pass, to buy a few amulets for yourself, speed up this. Because whereas there are several applications that we as game designers thought of would be the primary ones, like basically if you invest in the monthly battle pass, it's the best bang for your buck. But people were and are actually getting very creative in the application of gems, because I know for a fact that the better min-maxers in the game, the people who are like really dedicated and run the game client like 24/7, honestly, there are many of them. They actually use the gems to refresh the world map mission timers, because they calculate that this application would give them like probably the best ratio per gem of the stuff that they can get out of it. So we were sometimes, and I said it time and again, sometimes we are surprised by the way players teach us what the heck we've just created, because they are devious and they find ingenious ways to break everything up like a child would do, and then assemble a very marvelous structure with intricate labyrinths of mechanics. And we were like, okay, we've done that.
I feel like, you just kind of have to accept the longer you have a game out there and a community interacting with it, the more they are slowly going to just, like, at a certain point, they just know the game better than you can possibly know it, because you'll just do something. You're like, oh, you can't do that because it'll affect this system. And you're like, the what system? I haven't heard that in 3 years.
We humans, by the nature, we are competitors, we are achievers. So if you just say, okay, you can do just this, or you cannot do this with that, the nature of the human mind is like, what did you just say? I cannot do that. Hold my beer.
Yeah,
and
right.
They will just go the ways to prove you wrong,
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, your basic challenge accepted. That's the reaction after everything falls apart. Yeah.
And also, I would like to. I feel so accurately called out by that statement of only playing this game once every 3 months. That's the first time That's the first time I've been called out on stream that well. And bravo. That is definitely not the ideal way to play, huh?
We're also being called out because they're like, oh, I see Vlad's main account's on level 14. And we're like, no.
No, this is Adrian. Guys, there's a lot of games on our site. Okay, I love them all, and I can only give them so much of my time.
Also, that's very true. A few people have saying what they think that the best use for gems are. So we have Gato Vice Gameplays says the best way to use gems is Battle Pass and amulets. And then Ionita, I'm not sure if that's an I or an L. Like, I don't know if it's a capital letter or not. So I think it's Ionita, but it could be Lanita. Daniel Mihai says best use right now for gyms is battle pass amulets, dragon blood once you reach 120, and for a few extra tavern pulls, maybe for speeding up map missions. And then other people are disagreeing. No, not with map missions.
This is called meta, when you give players choice and they start to discover the best way to do something.
Yeah.
It creates rather interesting results, I would say so.
And you know you have a good meta when no one can agree.
Yes, absolutely. Someone else said that is the worst use for gems. I love that.
So it sounds like the gems are quite balanced. Good job, Vlad.
And then someone said, when I was 14, I found a gem in my mother's garden. I wiped it on my shirt to clean it, and it vanished. I created a +1 shirt in that moment. I'll never forgive the waste. What is happening?
Creativity. Oh, this is so close.
So, I'm curious about how you got into game development.
You mean me myself?
I know how Adrian got here.
She regrets it on a weekly basis.
I've been playing games, PC games for more than 40 years, I would say. When I started, the computers that you would use, they were Apple II and 8086, probably XTs. So, it's the time when the computers were big and the games were like this big, rather small. But it's been a fun road. I actually never thought up until 7 or 8 years ago that I would go through from the consumer, from the user to actually developer, game designer.
Yeah.
But it just miraculously happened that one of my friends who had a game developing company was sitting on my couch, and he just said, okay, we have this product in development. This product has been published, and we need an idea for a new game. You play a lot. Can you give me an idea? I was like, dude, I can read books. I cannot write them,
Right.
And I read a lot. Yeah, but this doesn't mean that I'm J.R.R. Martin,
Mm-hmm.
But challenge was accepted indeed in this moment. It's following suit with what we just talked about. And in a week's time, I actually gave him a small concept document, like a few ideas, and I said, I don't need any money. If you like it, take it and develop it, and I don't need any credits. He showed it at his company, and in a week's time, they got back to me and they said, okay, dude, do you want to be a product owner on this one? Because
what?
Yeah. Like we want to put. I said, I have no first clue. How do you do that? And they said, okay, we will help you with everything. We'll get you a team, the best the money can buy. Just do your thing. And I was, okay. And that's how it started. And,
you wrote such a good concept document that they gave you an entire team? That is awesome.
Dude, for the previous 20 years, I was a lawyer, tax consultant, and I know how to put out a good-looking document.
That's fair. That's fair. I also feel like my teaching background helps me a lot making documents around in the game studio here.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's so cool. I love learning how people get started in the gaming industry, because I'm like, I think Adrian and I both are like you, where we were gamers, but we never really thought this is something I'm going to do until it happened.
I feel like it's a 50-50 split between the people I've talked to. It's like half, oh yeah, this is something I've went to school for and something I've been preparing to do for a while, and then half of it's like, I just saw a job on LinkedIn and took a shot, or knew a friend, or had just some weird story, as opposed to, I intended this. That's
the thing, actually, because the game development now and 20 or 30, 40 years ago. It's a completely different thing. Now they have actual, courses at universities, at colleges. You can go and study game design or something like this. Imagine that in the 80s or the 90s,
True.
Did Sid Meier or, I don't know, any of the house
Will
names in
Wright,
the
yeah.
industry, do they have a diploma which states this is a game developer? This is a game developer? No. They just went and just did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just making the experience that you as a gamer would like to see. And if you make it well enough other gamers out there are like, yeah, you're right. This is an experience that I want as well. I'm on board.
Mm-hmm. Here's one of the questions from chat. Another one for Vlad. What is the nature of a man? What are these questions you guys are asking?
It's a terrible night to have a curse.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, true.
I don't think that the nature of a man is way different from the nature of you, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't differentiate. So
yeah.
So it's all just human nature, man.
That's what a human would say. I know this from experience.
Human nature is 1011.
As a vampire, but still I am human. So yeah.
It's okay. Everyone thinks I'm Princess Sophia the First. It's a hard life to live when everyone thinks you're a princess.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's real difficult. Someone just thinks they just think I'm some no-name schmuck who like wanders into the stream every other week.
So they could think that you're the capital city of Bulgaria. Would you like that?
Yeah, actually that's what it was for most of my life. And then suddenly it switched.
What, your name was Bulgaria?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to update your name on the Discord again.
It was Bulgaria and couches. Sofas.
Oh.
Yeah. And then until suddenly, boom, Sophia the First. And then
sorry
it was like,
if that hit a little bit too close to home.
Oh no. Actually, Vlad, I want to thank you for giving me a whole new tier of ammunition.
Yeah, seriously.
Be my guest. Shall we move on with the questions if we have any from the chat, or do you have any questions?
Yeah. I have tons. So, in fact, let's see. Okay.
Take your time.
Okay, so I'm curious about how to unlock the tank battles / war machines, and maybe we should switch over. Maybe we should switch over to Vlad soon because of the way that he's going to answer this.
Yeah, fine. I just don't want people to see how bad I am. I want her to beat this boss, but yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I can share my screen.
Yeah, that's probably for the better. I'm just being selfish. I'll stop sharing. Boop.
Okay. But to shortly answer your question, in order to get somewhere, you just have to travel the road. Adrian might be familiar with the concept, So you just have to play the game, and in order to, let's say, open the war machines, you just have to be, level 50, I would say? Yeah.
So close.
15. Yeah.
Nope. I heard what
No.
Got it. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, let me just screen from this one. Okay, can you see this one?
Yeah. Ooh, I like the winter area.
It's just a face. It's just
that was cold. Yeah.
Oh, come on, it's 1st of March.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, the spring has started, So the snows, they would melt, rather sooner than later. So, anyways, this is actually not my farming stage. What am I doing here? WT.
Oh, and you got that cool dragon that I remembered I was trying to unlock last stream.
by presenting yourself as one. It doesn't work this way.
I want the dragon.
Anyways, yeah. So, in order to unlock all the cool mechanics and stuff, in game, just play the game. I mean, the war machines, and they actually were the subject of the previous patch, like the last one, months ago. We've redesigned it and we've remade. We did a
Whoa! I know this isn't the focus here, but I want to get that is such a cool and cute little animation on the engineer there.
This one. It's not one actually, because he winks at you sometimes.
Aww!
And not only winks. So to unlock your first war machine, the engineer and your first war machine, just get to character level 50. I mean, this one should read 50, not 40 or 50.
Which yours reads 334.
Mind you, this is my actual main account. This is completely free to play. It's not just developers buffed up in Unity like this particular dragon. No, it's free to play, following the road as it should be played.
Remember, guys, just play the game.
Anyways, we've redone the mechanics that lead you to unlock the next war machine. Right now, I would say I have 8 or 9. Yeah, just 8.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Rather nice ones. Yeah, I managed to get them to somewhat a decent spot to fight in PvP. Yeah, the best rank today on the server. I barely, by the skin of my teeth, got to top 100, and I'm so proud of it. But I've been then dethroned, if you can say dethroned, if you get thrown from the position 99 in rating. But somebody give me. Yeah, thank you, my day. Double
My day. My day.
My day. Yeah. And what's cool, we can actually watch what happened.
Whoa!
She got lucky with the card, and my tank basically melts within first round. So I already see where this is going, and it will not, as we know, and good for me. We've developed a rather steady, pace recently in putting out the monthly updates. Some of them, like the previous one, some of them are big, and every odd one would probably be big. So the next one, look out. But this coming Monday there will be another one which will address the need that were sounded by the community, during the last couple of months. To just not to put in the new mechanics like we did a month ago, and we will probably next month, but you will have to play to see it. But rather to extend the content that is already in the game. Not make something new, but rather to extend, because we have reached not the ceiling, but at least we see the horizon. So we'll do just that in coming days.
Also, just want to ask, so I need to get to level 50 to unlock that War Machines mode? Because that looked very fun, and that is now a second goal. I still want to get the dragon, but I now also want to get a tank.
Yeah.
And for this, you need just to play the game.
I'm noticing a pattern here, Vlad.
As we spoke before the stream started, and this is one of the things that I dearly love about the genre, about idle games, that this is something that you can be playing one game, and the idle game is just running, off on the second screen or just in the background, and it's doing its thing, because it's the concept of the genre, that it is something that you can step off, and it will be there when you come back. This is what's really cool, because believe you me, it is I who usually has a couple of games running on my laptop or on my even work PC at the office. Don't tell my PC.
Oh, yeah.
No, I will say it's market research. I'm a game designer. I have to
Yes,
do this.
that's what we say too.
Actually, I mean, I have gotten the green light from my manager because I've been like, yeah, today I just got like an hour blocked out to play the game, and she's like, no, yeah, if anyone wants to play, needs to be playing these games, it would be you.
That's the difference. I never lie. I actually like. What was it? Yeah, like 12 or 13 years ago, I made a conscious decision not to lie anymore. And it made my life so much easier,
There you go.
I've been living happily ever since. So yeah, you should try this.
I think I can handle that, he says, truthfully.
Pranks count? Do pranks count? What if I have to lie to Adrian so I can prank him?
No. Everything that starts with P is okay. Pranks, poker,
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Oh, man. I should have invited you to my poker game that I don't have.
How do we feel about our first gyms giveaway?
I feel awesome about that.
Just a reminder to everyone, make sure that you're chatting with us, and you're going to have to make sure that you give us your in-game ID, your Firestone in-game ID, if you win. I know that a few people have already done it, so I'll take a look through and see if you've given it to us already. If you win, but it
doesn't hurt to send it again. It doesn't hurt to send it again also, because if you sent it at the beginning of the stream and if you haven't chatted since, that's not how the bot works. It can only remember so far into the past, and so you need to keep messaging. And so
about 15 minutes.
We'll give you some time right now to
let us know maybe your favorite part of Firestone, or what level you're at,
or what stage you're at. I'd be really curious, because now that I've seen Vlad at stage, what was that, 2,338, and I'm down here at 77. I realize how much game there is left in front of me.
And people are actually talking about this stream, at the in-game chat. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It's like recursion. The promo, the promo of the stream in-game.
Come get your gems. Come get your gems.
All right. I'm going to get ready to roll. Let's kick the game hunter out of here, though. He can't be winning any. All right. Because of the delay.
Shall
5.
I go chat? Here, 5. I'll type it.
4.
4. I typed it.
3.
3.
Wait for confirmation. Did you type it?
I did.
Okay. 2.
I also, 2. I typed it.
Did you type? Okay, you typed it. Did you type the 2 or the 3?
I typed 5, 4, 3. Rolling. Get your chats in 2.
Okay. Yep. We're all good. 1.
1. I typed it.
Okay. Good. Okay. I will now roll.
Rolling.
Redox.
Congrats. Is it Redox or is it Redox?
I would say Redox if it was me, but that's just how I parse it.
Woo, woo, woo. So make sure that you let us know your... Oh, they actually already did. They literally just gave... Oh, it was kind of like that time where someone chatted right before the
DHA wrote the letter M right before we rolled, and we just won instantly.
All right. I'll make sure that we have your... Let's see where... Okay. I'm going to make sure that Vlad gets your in-game ID. Oh, and they gave us their server.
Ooh.
Is that a thing? Do they need to give us their server, or is that just for fun?
No, it's just ID server. Send it our way, and we'll get to it probably. I would just say probably Monday, because
it's
when
late
everybody's
where you
getting
are.
back in the office.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Congrats. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for chatting with us. And we will have another Jim's giveaway later during the live stream, so make sure y'all stick around.
But first, while I was looking through the chat, found a very interesting question I'd like to forward. This is from your only friend, Vlad. Is there a game you've always wanted to make but haven't yet?
Thank you. I saw that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there was a saying in one of the popular Russian songs like 50 years ago, better than the mountains which you have climbed are the mountains that you're yet to climb, you know.
That's a good line.
So, I mean, since I've been involved so hard with Firestone for for these years, it will take me some time, you know, a cool down period probably, you know, like as a spell, okay, when you're so much all in that maybe if at some point in the future we will decide as a company to move on to another project or just to set up a small R&D team to create a separate title, because our process is we love to focus because we are a small team, you know, rather small.
Right.
So we like to focus on one thing and do it good rather than try 10 different ones and fail at all spectacularly but miserably, you know. So,
how about like just you as a designer, like not Holyday as a studio, but like if you as like let's say you had $2 billion and a hobby and all you could do is spend it to make the game of your dream, like what kind of genre would you like it to be? What kind of setting? I just picked a random number. That's probably way more money than you make.
If I would have $2 billion, I would not be making games.
Yeah, I realized that would be the follow-up. That's why I added the rider of to use to make a game.
I would just live life because this is what I love to do. You know?
It would be a game where you got to play as Vlad and no, just kidding.
No. I'm not that egoistic. You know? But I don't know. I love hardcore games, definitely. I mean, if I were to, like, if I would have a year and enough money to feed myself and my beloved for a year and just do whatever I want in terms of game development, I would probably do something rather hardcore. Like proper, everybody's calling themselves roguelites for a number of years. You know, I've played Rogue, I've played NetHack, I've played Ancient Domains of Mystery. I know what hardcore RPGs, which if you're dead, you're dead. Restart.
Right.
Like 100 of hours of your life that you put into this particular run, they just left
it's just gone.
Small scratch on the scoreboard. That's it. Restart. So yeah, something like this. Because again, as I told you before, we are achievers, competitors. You know, we love to break the walls. So I like the games that put the walls in my way and give me creative ways to break them.
That last part, I was going to say, like I love that kind of stuff. Like I've been really into that the I don't know what the genre would be called, reverse bullet hells, the survivor games like Vampire Survivors, Potato, and I've been really liking this gameplay loop. And for the same reason, it's all about all right. Here are the rules. Now try to break it in a creative way. Oh, I love that feeling.
Me too. I'm realizing that Francisco, Adrian, and I all three kind of like that kind of game. And I was just recently talking to Adrian about how like when I first kind of was getting into gaming, it was like difficult because I was like trying to break through this kind of like, you know, girl gamer stereotype of like, oh, you can't really be a gamer. And so at first, you know, I really hated the feeling of like doing bad in a video game. And so I hated the idea of, you know, roguelikes and bullet hells and reverse bullet hells and stuff like that because I was like constantly dying. But then I was like, no, actually, this is just part of the experience. And in genres like that, everyone is having the exact same experience. So I don't have to feel bad about it.
It was a breakthrough for me too, actually, because I didn't have the same background with it. But for me, I had like a really perfectionist mentality when I was like a teenager. And so as I grew up and I started playing these games where you're expected to lose more than you win, it really kind of reprogrammed my brain to be like, wait, I can lose and still have fun? That's confusing.
Yeah. And that's a really good mindset to have in general. But like, it's just it's such a good mindset to have of like, you can lose and still have fun. You can fail and still get better. Like you learn from failing, you learn from losing. Yes.
Plan is to run, Steven says. It's fine to do bad in a video game as long as you're enjoying it. That's correct, buddy.
Thank you. So another question, I was rewatching our last couple live streams that we had of Firestone, so that I could kind of remember like, what is it that we talked about and what did we miss? And last time I asked you what your favorite thing was about Firestone, Vlad, and you said that your favorite part is the community. And so I wanted to know more about like, how does Firestone interact with the community? How do you interact with player suggestions and feedback? I know that's a really big part of a lot of like the developers that bring their games to Congregate. Is that's what they're looking for. Is they're looking for a community that wants to give feedback. And obviously you have like a huge community that really cares about this game and really is like wanting it to do well. I mean, we can see like with the amazing questions and comments that people are bringing to the live stream.
Right.
And you have a Discord as well where you can do that. And we have a Discord widget where people talk about Firestone as well. So yeah, let us know more about that.
We are not doing, again, it's not like you have to do anything crazy creative in order to be good, you know. We maintain the decent presence. We monitor our Steam forums community. We monitor Discord channels. We monitor actual feedback that you can leave within the game, you know, through the corporate site, and we do so literally on daily basis, you know, because there is plenty of things coming our way, and we're still a very small team, so we don't have the community manager. Mm-hmm. So it falls on me. It falls on the people who can do that, you know, who have the time. And we do to the best of our abilities and the time that we have. We indeed enjoy our little chats on our Discord servers, at least, again, as much as time reasonably allows us. Yeah. Because yes, whereas I can spend like 4 hours out of working 8-10 hours chatting people on Discord or answering their questions or griefs, that they have, it wouldn't be counterproductive, Okay, if there is an actual problem, I don't know, a bug reported, I would forward it to the developing core, and you have to be done with it as soon as possible. We rarely even reply to those, to the bug threads, where people complain. It just gets fixed.
Yeah.
Not ASAP, because again, we are just so few, but as soon as possible, as soon as actually humanly possible with the team this size, we do our best. And as for what do we get from our community aside from the critiques and the love, because they do give with both hands, Oh,
I know all about that.
I will give you an example which actually just a few people know, like actually maybe a handful, and this is a little bit of an insight on our inner doings. We've been working on adding another localization, another language to the game, to all the platforms, and I've had the intermediary results, intermediate translation, but I wanted to proofread it with the native speaker,
Yeah.
I was going to ask.
It was. Let me finish on that.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So it was also easy, It took literally 10 minutes because I went on Discord to our chat with the moderators. They are not in our employ. It's just the people who help us managing the huge community that we have. I went there, guys. Does anybody speak in this particular language? Immediately, within a minute, somebody, not somebody, Princess, thank you so much. She would know. Tagged the guy who was a native speaker in this particular language, and he was the most helpful. Not only I pestered him with my questions about, okay, is this a particular correct way to translate this in-game term? Not only he was doing it in the evening, like literally yesterday. He actually said to me, okay, I'm going for a beer with my friend now. You just write all your questions, then I will answer them as soon as I can.
Best time to translate is over a beer. That's really the truth.
I was like, okay, and I went offline. The thing is, when I came back online 2 hours later, I saw this many messages from him and during the first one was, okay, so I'm sitting here with my friend over the beer, and we were chatting about how would we do that. And they wrote to me pages of stuff actually perfecting this translation over a beer. Our community member, one of our mods, thanks so much to him. He just made the game better, by doing this, by dedicating this bit of time, hopefully having fun over it, and knowing that he would be, if our game had credits, he might have ended up there. But nobody, we don't have credits. Not even our.
We got to get to the end of the game.
Good one. In an idle game.
Exactly. It's gonna take a while. You might have to have your children read the credits for you.
No, it's an incremental game. You don't get to the end of it.
I did want to ask though, what besides just translating everything, what kind of headaches and difficulties go into localizing a game? Because I got to imagine that causes all sorts of issues throughout the game.
It's not the issues, because I don't think of adding another language, and despite us, what do we have now? 16? Yeah, 16 different languages, and we are currently working on adding at least half a dozen more, to make it more accessible. And there is a method to this madness. Mm-hmm. It's not like we do this just for the heck of it, because it requires a lot of time and a lot of effort from those involved. Me. But we definitely know for sure. For instance, in Scandinavia, if you take Finnish people, Norwegian people, Dutch,
mm-hmm.
Denmark, basically anywhere in Scandinavia, all people speak English,
mm-hmm.
As a second language. They do it way better than me, I would say. Their accent is definitely way better. But anyway, they do. Nevertheless, it's a good idea to have your game in the native language, for any given country. Because it's a courtesy gesture, and then they just might like it this way more. So it gives them the alternative. It gives them the choice. And as we touched before, having a choices in the game is better than not having one. And it actually helps because we don't like our game is we don't spend on marketing. Again, we're a small team. We don't have marketing budgets. Our marketing budget is of none. But we love we know that it works, doing the good job. It helps us to bring the organic traffic, new people coming to try our game and hopefully stay. And if they do stay, they sometimes stay for years, which is really nice. Like I was bragging to you a little bit before, but we're nearing in a month's time 5-year anniversary of Firestone, which is actually
wow.
When you think about it, this is really cool. Like literally 5 years.
It's half a decade.
Yeah. So it's been a while, and we actually still have the players from day one.
That's amazing.
And that's like, who can brag this? I don't know. Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft. Yeah, we're okay on being on par with them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. Valid. Yeah, like I was gonna say, as someone who lived in a country where I did not speak the native language and living in a country where they didn't always like to translate stuff into other languages, thank you for taking the time to localize into languages, even if it is localized in English. Because yes, it does make a huge difference, not just as a courtesy, but it makes it sometimes easier to enjoy, even if you can understand the second language.
Yeah.
And I know what could make Adrian to actually play Firestone, so next time he would not be level 14 or 15, whatever.
You're going to have to tell me when we schedule this next one, or I'm going to get called out hard, Sophia. Yes.
Adrian, did you know that Firestone actually has Japanese localization?
Oh, no.
So switch your in-game client to Japanese.
I'm doing it now.
Find all the grammatical and the orthographical mistakes and send it our way. So
the thing is
helpful as a member of the community.
It's a really difficult language. I only lived there for almost 9 years, which means I only ended up speaking like a kindergartner by the end of it. But I did just switch to the Japanese now, and actually it is it's kind of nostalgic. I'm happy.
So you could actually, reminisce and relive your experiences there. Feel again like a kid in the Japanese kindergarten. Why the hell not?
I'll have to do it
we
in
would help
French
you
or
with
Spanish.
Yeah, I got it right now.
French and Spanish as well.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. And I also noticed that in the Discord you have some different language chats as well. I think you have French there too. And I almost clicked it and then I didn't, but maybe I should add those. Because I do want to practice.
I mean, we have those, but they are for the players. Some of them are devoid of players for some reason. Some of them are rather healthy, but Discord, it's just the means to the players to communicate, faster than just than game chat.
Sophia, you do know that our Discord has a French channel you could be speaking in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
You're the one who just said, well, you know what? I have a goal of playing Firestone in Japanese, and now you have a goal of actually speaking French in our Discord sometime.
Gosh. Okay. To the French players.
We have a couple of things still to wrap up before the end of the stream, y'all, by the way.
I know.
I think we have Who's That Companion, we have something Vlad wants to show us, and we have another giveaway.
Yeah, there's always so many questions that I have for Vlad, and it's like we barely get through any of them.
Well, the problem is Vlad's answers are so good. Like, it's just like, how are we supposed to compete with having more content than these awesome answers?
Yes.
All right, what do you got for us here?
Oh, you're muted, Vlad. There you go.
Sorry. Just look at this and compare with what we have today. This is how it looked actually 4 or 5 years ago. The old design, the somewhat creepy-ish. although some still prefer them. The actual map, everything has gotten smoother.
Yeah.
This is such a word. But it's been a long road, within these 5 years, and we are actually proud of having the best people to walk this road with.
That's awesome.
This is what I like. Whenever you come, you see this number at the edge.
Wow.
3,000, 4,000 people connected at any given moment, live on any one of the several servers that we run. And we have to open sometimes. I know that has been a grief for some players that we open new servers. We have to, because the numbers are growing. What we actually see, and this is what gives us so much optimism, going further away with this journey with Firestone. We are not done, not in any, closer way. We are not tired. We are not burnt out. Like when you would spend like a few years working on something, dedicating yourself to this particular thing, you can get burnt out. Yeah. Not the case with anybody working on Firestone. It's a work, a game, a life, if you so wish, in progress for all of us. For anybody on the team, and for as many people who join the servers on a daily basis, which is good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And yeah, like I would say that the work y'all are putting in really shows, because like the amount, like, yeah, those older pictures, they are nostalgic and they are definitely of like that era. But like to see how much effort you put into being like, okay, this era has now ended. We need to clean this up, or we need to improve this part of the experience.
Oh, come on. It's often the small things, it might look just the same, but it would have like some nice little touch, like animations, or just a little framed a little bit better, but nobody would know that the actual UX designer or an artist spent like 2 or 3 days just for this freaking button.
I mean, you got me earlier. Perfect, I saw that engineer animation. I was like, oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, that's true. You did notice that. Yeah, so we should get to the second gyms. Gyms roll. And so I want to remind everyone, if you haven't chatted in the last 15 minutes or so, make sure that you chat with us again. Let us know do you prefer the old map? Do you prefer the new map? What about the art do you like? What is your favorite character art, maybe something like that? Let us know that. And yes, make sure that you let us know your server and in-game ID so that we can give you the gems. Well, so that Vlad can give you the gems, and he'll do that on Monday when everyone gets back to work.
It probably even wouldn't be particularly me, but yeah, the gems will get there.
Yeah. And while we're rolling for gems, a whole bunch of people asked you a bunch of questions. And so this is kind of a long question, but it's really all the same thing, which is we got a bunch of people saying, are there going to be new competitive events, guild features, cross-platform progress, guild chat section for just leaders and officers, detailed statistics? How can I know how many tavern pulls I have? Basically, what they want to know, are there any updates or maybe hints that you can give them to upcoming things?
As I mentioned before, first, wait till Monday, not only for the gems.
Ooh.
I mean the patch would be there. Nobody patches on Friday because it's bad. You don't
That's
do
so
this.
True.
Because if something goes wrong, everybody's on the weekend, and the players are having a hard time. So no, we don't.
That did not happen once to Spellstone while I was the community manager, and that was a really difficult Friday for me. I don't know anything about that.
So hopefully we'll roll out the patch early next week, and there will, as I told you, there will be some just extensions of the existing things, existing mechanics that were asked many times today as well. I saw some grief, and I yearn to tell, just you wait. Just you wait.
Just you
It will be
wait.
there. And what I can definitely tell that our fifth anniversary, it wouldn't go without some bang and without some actually new features introduced to the game as well, along with the extension of the things that we have. Fellowships might receive some love. Heroes, definitely there will be, on top of that, there will be additional content, like proper content, like new heroes and new mercenaries, because people are asking how to get. Adrian, did you know that we have pirates in game? This is probably something, when you go to town, you have a pirate ship.
Hey, I want a pirate ship. I want a dragon, I want a tank, I want a pirate ship. I have a lot of demands of this game, and I'm glad to hear that they can all be fulfilled.
By playing the game.
Yeah, that seems to keep coming up. Do you want to make playing the game easier for me and for other people? Gems! Do we want to roll those?
We should roll those. Let's do a little countdown. I'll do a countdown in the chat.
Okay.
Are you ready to rumble?
Can't say that. That's copyrighted. We just got sued.
Oops. I mean roll.
5?
5. I typed it.
4.
4. I typed it.
3.
3.
2.
Typed it. Oh, 2.
1. Rolling. Hey,
Congrats.
Julio. Hey, Julio. Congratulations on winning. Remember that we do need your user ID and the server number as well.
Name, I think.
Name?
No,
okay.
The ID would do.
Just the ID. Okay.
The ID will do. Okay. Well, let us know. So that we can give you the gem. Well, so that
you have a couple of minutes.
Give you the gems.
You have a couple of minutes to make sure you get that information to us, because I do have a companion to show off. Although, actually, I will once I bring up what this one actually looks like. Okay. There we go. So this week, or I guess the week before, the Who's That Companion event was for this image right here. This was the outline that was uploaded to our Discord for people to guess what this next companion might be. Mm-hmm. As was mentioned last stream, this week was a little bit obvious, which is why I like the creative interpretations that our community will bring up.
Yes. Someone on LinkedIn immediately guessed what it was.
This one, just a heads up. We're gonna go for we're definitely leaning into the PG-13 rating with these ones this week. I'll get into that in a bit. So this was the outline. Well, okay, Firefox, and then this was our first submission by user Mecha, who named this Mecha Drill. Fair enough. That's really valid. I do appreciate the extra effort of going in and adding the robot-y lines and stuff, and you can tell it's computerized because it has the RGB colors, and you can't have a computer these days without putting RGB lights everywhere on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do things in a little bit of a different order this week. We're gonna actually lead in with our friend Slime Time.
Slime Time.
Slim Tim, because the E's are silent. I always get that mixed up. Slim Tim's companion. I did it accidentally. I meant to say companion this week. I actually got to look up. Is named Wade.
Oh.
Let me read Amanda's quote for this.
Flavor text.
Let him do whatever he fallopian wants. Upon reading the flavor text, the image became much more obvious.
That's really funny. I had the same thought. So I'm
in a similar vein, someone else had a other idea. Might be one of my favorite submissions so far, of all of them.
Whoa.
This
Dang.
is Prudence, the chastity belt.
Oh my god. I love the name Prudence.
It's such a good name. It's such a good use of the shape. And it also has flavor text, which is no shenanigans on her watch.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god, I love it. Yes, this week was a little bit obvious. This week we got slam. There's a lot of words for this: pneumatic hammer, slam drill. But yes, yeah, this is slam, and flavor text is just thunk, thunk, thunk. Have either? No question.
Such good flavor text.
Random bit of question.
Yes.
Have either of you two ever gotten to operate a jackhammer / slam drill?
Not me. Have you, Vlad? Nope.
Never, to be honest.
Growing up on a farm, we had one. I got to use it once. I thought it was going to be a lot more fun than it was. They are really heavy and awkward to use, and are not as fun as cartoons make them look. Just thought I'd let y'all know.
Thank you. I think they're just like a big pogo stick, right?
That turns out that's not how that works at all. No. I was 13 at the time trying to operate one of these things. I did try to use it as a pogo stick. It was very disappointed, and I still am 21 years later.
Amazing. Well, it is officially the end of the live stream. Thank you all so much for coming. I had so much fun with all of you. I had a lot of fun making fun of Adrian.
Honestly, it felt mild compared to the burn session that I got from Vlad this time around.
Oh, come on. I was nice.
Oh, yeah, you guys should see what he was saying before the stream. I'm going to get an earful afterwards.
That's my nice way, and that's my nice face.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Vlad, for joining us again. I already can't wait for the next time that you come.
Right. Thank you so much, guys, for providing the media, and let's just play games.
Yes.
Let's play games, y'all.
Let's play Firestone. All right. Go play
wonderful.
Firestone, we have many
in the language of your choice.
Yes. We have many other games on Congregate you can play, but definitely play Firestone. It's so much fun, and sometimes you get free gems. All right. See y'all later.
Bye,
See you
y'all.
next week.
See ya.
Bye.